Yes, you are.
Okay, fine. First of all, any non-Mallus here? Actually, I plan to take the to handle the session in Malayalam, and okay, there is someone. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Then, first of all, thank you, Nirupama, for inviting me to this session. And we know we are just going to attend UGC net exam. I think there are 77 plus audience are here. Maybe some of you are going to appear for first time for UGC net exam, and some of others are maybe second time or third time. May I know you are doing which course here? MA or above? Yeah, MPhil, PhD. Any PhD scholars here? Okay, all are MA students. Yeah, all are completed MA, I think, or doing. Then, first of all, thank you, Yes India, to for conducting this kind of a session to introduce the basic things, very basic things about the UGC net. And yeah, we had some of programs like Pravega, yeah, under our under our circles banner, we had some residential camp on UGC net and JRF training. And last, I think that was in March, month of March, and at that time, yeah, I think at the time of January or February, UGC invited application for UGC net December session. It was late, and tentatively they arranged the UGC net exams in some other dates. I don't remember, but at that time we had some good sessions on UGC net paper one and all. So we had a wonderful residential camp, but at this time we have not much time to do a residential camp or training sessions. I think our UGC net exam will be on I think in October, month of October. Yeah, in 2 or 3 weeks. So just we are just going to. I'm just telling not much. I just telling the very basic things about UGC net. If you are going to attend the attending for first time for UGC net, then it will be helpful for you. And I'm not talking about the all subjects and all syllabus, and I won't cover all the things, the questions that will be asked in UGC net. And I will tell some of the facts I experienced, and at the time of my JRF and net time, how कैसे मैंने कैसे प्रिपेयर किया जैसे कुछ चीजें I will explain, and it will be, I think it will be very interesting if we engage in each other. If is the program is going to be interactive. Yeah, some Mallu listeners are here. Majority of them are from Kerala, yeah, I think. But some of the listeners are from outside of Kerala. So I have to speak in Malayalam, and I think it will be easy if I mix the languages, English, Malayalam, and a little bit of Hindi. So I'm just going to tell. I will I'm planning this session as just explaining the basic things about UGC net, how to prepare, matlab, I think it is very personal. If you my ideology is different from your ideology, and your training strategy and your preparation strategy, it is all it is very very personal. And if I tell you should do these kind of things to achieve your UGC net or JRF, it is I don't know, that will be very better. matlab, I mean, everyone has their own passion and their own criteria on their own style of studying and just try the preparation. So I am just telling how I prepared for JRF and NET exam, and that will be, maybe that will be very helpful for you. And then some of things are that yeah, maybe later after 30 or 35 minutes, Rafid will join with us. Rafid is my senior, and he's doing research in comparative literature in English and Foreign Languages University. As my senior, he qualified JRF in 2019. At the time of I got my UGC net, he qualified UGC JRF. And about me, I'm just saying. I'm from Kerala. I'm doing MA here. Sorry, I completed MA Hindi from English and Foreign Languages University, and just I'm pursuing PhD Hindi in the same university, English and Foreign Languages University. So at, as a part of Yes India, as a part of our circle, I'm just doing this kind of sessions on UGC NET and other uh, qualifying examinations. So I think we can start now. So in my experience, and from my experience, I think who will get JR for who will get the UGC net, the qualification, who will qualify UGC net. Some of the people are telling that uh, you can follow my language, right? Hello, you can respond in chat box also. You
As a,
can.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay, fine. Then any any Mallu listeners are suffering, not right? So I'm just using my yeah, it's
No,
very okay, okay, fine, fine. So I'm just using the simple words in English and Hindi also, and it's a little bit of Malayalam. So you might listen, you might yeah, some of my friends told that me. It told me before I qualifying UGC NET and JRF. Then it's a yeah, it's a kind of things. Is that they are telling some of our friends are telling that UGC NET, the who will qualify UGC NET? Yeah, yeah. There is a like we will call Pustakapolu in Malayalam, right? Bookworm, bookworm, Buddhijeevi, Buddhi type of people. Then they will qualify UGC NET and all things. But I think it is very difficult. It is very different from that kind of things. मतलब some of all every Buddhijeevi log, every intellectuals are not qualified. In fact, every intellectuals are not qualifying UGC NET and JRF. Some of them are reading a lot. Some of them are referring a lot of things from various books and other materials, and they will explore a lot of things on their own field, their own literature. But some of them are not qualifying UGC NET or JRF. At the same time, some people are like, I recall Three Idiots movie. You might watch Three Idiots movie. Then the character of Amir Khan. Amir Khan is not a smart. He's a smart. He's a smart boy in Three Idiots, but he's not a bougie type of student. Student in the Three Idiots classroom. Then, but he is qualifying. He just qualified all exams, and he passed all exams, and he got a he got new job. And I think in that movie, yeah, he uh, he became a good scholar, or some the managing director or the CEO of some other ABCD companies, right? So like that, some people are not doing so much things. Some people are not reading too much. Some people are not trying a lot, but they will qualify, and they are qualifying UGC NET and JRF. So then what is the trick behind of getting JRF and UGC NET? I think there is no such things. You have to be an intellectual. You have to be an over smart in your classroom, or you have to be a lot of you know you don't need to be a, intellectual, and not need to be a bookworm, actually, for UGC NET exam. There is some tricks, there is some strategies, and there is some style of self training and preparation. Then that is the key of getting UGC NET and JRF. So, from my own experience, I was not at the UG level. I was not uh, yeah, I was just an average student. I was just an average student, and at that time of my PG, it was it is difficult to say I was a best student of my department. A lot of some of students from first rank and second rank, and all of them are above. They were above me, but I think in my second attempt, in my second semester, I remember in my second semester I qualified UGC NET. At that time, the first rank people, the second rank people, or any other that type of students did not qualify UGC NET exam. I thought, yeah, it is it is very interesting to recall my memories, right? Yeah, I was not a I was not an intellectual. I was not a smart boy enough in my yeah. In my area, in my Hindi literature also, some that kind of areas. But I qualified. How I qualify? That's a question. I thought I think I knew how to prepare for UGC NET exam and JRF also. And it is the first question. If you are asking me the question, it how long we have to take how long we have to take to qualify UGC NET or JRF. And I say it is very interesting. In fact, I did not try for UGC NET. In fact, I did not try for UGC NET. I only focused on my UGC JRF, Junior Research Fellowship. So, as some steps, I first at the first time I think that's on December 2018. I just entered to MA, and I used the first attempt for UGC NET exam, and it is very interesting. Yeah, I did not qualify. Usually, I was not I was in UGC NET preparation, and I did not try too much, and usually I did not qualify UGC NET. But at the first time, my advice is that if you are getting the chances, you have to utilize. If you how to utilize your chances? Yeah, it is if you are going to attend the UGC NET exam at first time, Yeah, if you are taking your first attempt to your GC net, as soon as possible, you have to take your chances, you have to take your opportunities. The first attempt of JRF or UGC net exam is not for getting JRF or UGC net. Yeah, some people are getting a JRF and UGC net the first time. And yeah, it's right, but I think that is the, if you are in first semester, you have to write UGC net exam, because you can yeah, you will find what is the things behind UGC net exam. How can we prepare for UGC net exam? What are they asking in UGC net exam first paper and second paper? I know majority of the first year students, MA first year students, are not aware about our UGC syllabus, UGC net syllabus. Yeah, they are getting know that at the exam hall only there will be two papers. First paper is UGC net paper one, like mathematical reasoning, teaching aptitude, research aptitude, and all of things. And there will be second paper, and that is focused on our own literature or our own subjects, commerce, English, Hindi, sociology, education, like that. Then after attending the first exam, they are yeah, they know, okay, yeah, it is there are two parts in part one and part B, part two. There are two parts in UGC net exam, and they will prepare for that. So my advice is that you attending the first attempt of your first time UGC net is not for getting JRF or UGC net. If you are trying very earlier, yeah, that is very better. But I think it is a it is very crucial for getting your UGC net or JRF at your second attempt. You will know how to read, you know how to practice, and you know how to get the what are the keys of main key, the keys behind the UGC net and JRF. So if you are trying, some of people are getting at the time of preparation. I I saw two kind of people. I saw two kind of people. One of the people are like, they are just doing UGC net exam. Yes, they are appearing UGC net exam, and they are very they are focusing on their own subjects and their own research on their own area. Like I'm doing in my case, in from my background, I am just doing MA Hindi. So I am focusing more on the our syllabus and our university syllabus. That's okay to focus on your the UGC net syllabus and other things. But at the same time, if you are ready, if you are trying to get UGC net and JRF, there is a different syllabus. There is a separate syllabus for UGC net and JRF. So the first thing is you have to be familiar with the syllabus of UGC net and JRF. Some people are telling that if you are doing, if you are going for attending UGC net exam, you have to read a lot of things. You have no, not you have not read. No need to read a lot of. You have to read all of things, and I say that is a wrong answer. That is a wrong that is a wrong thought, because there is a fixed syllabus. There is a, you have to follow these things. You have to follow these facts. You have to follow these kind of materials, and you have to follow this kind of text. In syllabus, we yeah in from syllabus, there is some only the names of the topic, only the terms they are asking, they are going to ask in UGC net exam. But I think At analyzing by analyzing your syllabus UGC first paper and second paper, you will find something. You will you won't find all things, but you will have an idea on how to prepare. Yeah, और हाउ टू हमको कैसे कौन सा टॉपिक्स हमको जरूरत है वो पढ़ने में जो हमारा स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट पॉइंट कौन सा है ये जैसे दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स वी हैव टू नो and I'm just going to just introduce all the 10 topics in general aptitude. I think Nirupama is here, right? Nirupama, or someone is presenting our syllabus. Okay, let us see. Then I just am going to tell about the 10 topics of UGC NET JRF paper 1 syllabus. You know, I already said that we have two parts, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is only for teaching and mathematical general aptitude test, and the paper 2 is for our literature or our own subject, sociology, education. There are a lot of, I think, 50 above courses, 50 above subjects are there. Then, but all of students have, if you are going to write UGC NET exam, you will get the same syllabus for paper 1. So there will be teaching aptitude. I think that there is 10 different topics. uh, then from each of the topics they will ask 5 questions each, and maybe it is 5 to 6, 5, 6, 7, or maximum 7 questions from one topic. Then first one is teaching aptitude, second is research aptitude, third mathematical reasoning, fourth logical reasoning, data interpretation, and ITC, information and communication technology, uh, and I think environment, people and environment, higher education, and public administration. And I don't know any. I skipped any of the topics. So then from these 10 topics, we will we will have 5 questions each, and 10 into 5 there will be 50 questions, and each of the question will have, yeah, there is reading comprehension. You will get a passage, and from that passage you will have some questions, and there will be direct question also, and indirect question also. So there will be like all of the topics, reading comprehension. First one or two questions are will be in direct manner, and the बाकी then बाकी 3 questions या 2 questions will be depend on our own logical skills and our own thinking capacity and all. So it's, I think, if we study 10th standard, right? At like that UGC paper 1 from state syllabus. If you studied in Kerala syllabus SSLC, you might study 10 subjects. Paper second language, first language, Hindi, English, and science subjects. For science subject including mathematics. Then yeah, I'm sure that you were not expert in all subjects, or yeah, in my 10th standard, I'm pretty sure that I was I did not like mathematics much. I did not like some IT, information technology, much. Then there will be, yeah, as a human there will be some criteria, and there will be some imbalance on your interested areas. मतलब यह है, आपको 10 टॉपिक्स है लॉजिकल, वो जनरल एप्टीट्यूड में आपको टॉप 10 टॉपिक्स मिल गया है, उसमें आपको रुचि, आपका टेस्ट, uh, एक ही नहीं होगा मतलब वो if you are in very if you are very if you are an expert in mathematics and data interpretation you can calculate all of things and you will find average you will you are very fast in finding interest and banking that kind of you are very intelligent in solving that kind of mathematics problems and some of you are not able to uh, get that speed or you some of people are not interested in mathematics, right. So I'm telling that if you have if from all 10 subjects you will have some of your weak area and some of the strong area, then we have to calculate how much mark we have to get in UGC net exam paper 1 and paper 2. Basically I say uh, if you are trying for UGC net or JRF you have to try, you have to prepare for both UGC first paper and second paper. So I found some people are trying only for paper two. They are, yeah, some people are, कुछ लोग सोच रहे हैं कि हाँ ये मैथमेटिक्स है या ये कुछ टॉपिक्स हमको ये नहीं हमसे नहीं होगा जैसे सोच रहे हैं they think like that and they will only focus on UGC net paper 2 then yeah we are very strong at our own subjects yeah in mathematics or sorry in our literature or in our sociology subject or education subject and political science whatever else then if you are going to if you are going to focus in only one paper paper 1 or paper 2 there is only 50-50 chance to get your UGC net if you are getting UGC net if you are trying to get there but you are only focusing on one of the paper 1 or paper 2 there is very least chance to get JRF so I'm saying that even we are not expert in all of subjects if you are yeah we are not confident in all of the paper one subject but we have to try at least try there is no negative marks in UGC net exam but there will be so there is an opportunity to find our luck also and so then, if we the thing is that we have to attend all of the questions. We will get 50 questions from paper one and 50 and 100 questions from paper two. Then we have to attend the 150 questions. All of the questions we have to uh, attend. We some of question yeah we don't know the answer, but no problem. You have to attend. You have to. There is a yeah there is a chance to there is a chance to be wrong. Your answer will be wrong, but that is if that is 75%. There is four options. Then there is only one right answer is there. Then there is a yeah. If we don't know what is the answer, there is a chance to be wrong for 75%. But there will be a 25 percentage is existing. That will be maybe that we finding on like, but there will be a very least chance to get that answer is right. So we have to attend all of the questions. Then I say you should calculate the first paper yeah second paper some of the people are telling that yeah I found some people are from people from English literature they are saying that our paper 2 syllabus is very wide we can't follow all of things that we can't cover all of the things under paper 2 then some and at the same time for the education subject education or sociology like this kind of social work Then this kind of question, they will be they will have a fixed uh, syllabus. There is no wide, not much wide like English literature or other things. Then my advice to English literature and that people who have a lot of a wide syllabus in paper two. You should focus more on UGC net paper one. If you can score a good if you can score a good mark from UGC net paper one, there is a chance to be. If you are wrong if you are not confident in UGC net paper two, there is no problem. Yeah, the paper one mark will save you in some times. So if you are going to just if you are going to focus on yeah if you are trying to get JR, you have to get JR, Junior Research Fellowship. You have to focus. You have to focus. You have to concentrate on both UGC first paper and second paper. And from I just explaining the things from paper one. From teaching aptitude, there will be some questions like if you then the type of teaching, the level of understanding, the how to the type of learning, including the MOOC, online learning and self learning, rote learning. What is that? In some questions are from classroom teaching, and there is some questions there is a lot of question from teaching aptitude. So if you can read a lot of things, if you can understand a lot of things by reading and writing, by taking notes, it is maybe it will be a good area for you people for teaching aptitude. In some area like from communication, they will ask related to classroom teaching also. They will the type of communication. Once I found that there's some questions from as the name of scientist who found some Marconi, founder of radio, and like that kind of questions were came from communication topic. And some of majority of the communication questions are coming from theory side. What is communication? What is type of communication? What is chain communication? What is circular communication? What is group communication? What is grapevine communication? Yeah, it's a new term, grapevine communication, but what is that? That kind of questions are coming from communication. And there will be there will be some questions from ITC, Information and Communication Technology. We all are know about information technology, IT, and how to use information technology in modern education. That is the main key of uh, that is the main key from UGC net ICT questions. So we will expect the some question from ICT. What is NPTEL, National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning? That abbreviations are there, and what is the full form of SWAYAM? SWAYAM, we know all know that a platform, online platform uh, by central government of India, SWAYAM. But there is a full form for SWAYAM. Then that kind of questions are coming from ICT, Information Communication Technology, and from environment, people and environment. That from that part, we will expect the natural hazards and some about some pollutants, and there is some Montreal Protocol, Copenhagen Protocol, what is the Millennium Development Goals. There is some SARC summit, like that ASEAN summit, SARC summit, that kind of questions are coming from UGC net paper one, people and environment. So all of the questions are objective type. There is no negative marking. So you can then how to get these materials, or how to get these facts for UGC net exam. Then my opinion is that you can refer some guides, and before that guides, I I suggest that you have to follow, if you are going to paper one or paper two, the first thing you have to refer, that is question papers, previous year question papers. There is a site, www.ugcnet.online, and from that side there is a lot of papers are available from uh, 2009 to 2014 or something like that. And there is a lot of private websites, I think, online, net UGC online. There is, I think, they will they have some latest versions of 2019 and 2000, till 2019 question papers they have, and we can freely access the question papers, and there is solved question papers also. Then we can find these previous year question papers, and from my experience, I qualified my UGC net at the first time. I was only focused on the question papers, previous year question papers, and there will be there will be 50 questions from UGC net paper one, and from 2012 or before, they had 60 questions from paper one. Anyway, I was just uh, I was prepared, as I just referred the previous year question papers, paper one, and I tried to get some answers from UGC net paper one, and yeah, it is very, it is pretty sure I will not find all of the answers. And after, but we every day I had mock tests, and some of from in some days I got only 14 or 15 marks, on only 20 marks from paper one out of 50 questions. Yeah, yeah, I will share. I will share the solved question papers. There is, I, from my experience, from my memory, I, uh, referred Diksha online. There is a material on UGC. There is a solved question papers by Diksha Classroom. They will, we can freely access Diksha online UGC net paper one solved question papers, and that will be very better. And there is then I tell that if you are very expert, if you are an expert in mathematics and data interpretation, that kind of things, you will you will be that is a speciality, that is a speciality for mathematics and data interpretation questions. You can get the full marks from teaching aptitude. We are not sure you will get the full marks of 5 out of 5 question, the your answer will be right. But if you are, if you trained in mathematics very well, you can score 5 out of 5. I mean, 10 out of the 10 marks you will get from mathematics. So there will be some strong area for every individual. Then they will focus on their strong area, and some of the people have will not have the capacity to get more focused on mathematics and other subjects, then they can they can concentrate more on teaching aptitude, research aptitude, higher education, environment type of questions. So there will be, I think I just explained the 10 subjects, and yeah, some of the people are going. A lot of I found some people, they are saying that the data interpretation questions, like that table wala questions, wo we have to find the average, we have to find the total sum and some other things. That is very difficult. Some people are saying, but yeah, I found some question papers are very difficult to solve this data interpretation type of questions. But at the latest the previous years, 2018, 2019, and 2017 also, there is no such questions as difficult from data interpretation. If we can simply calculate the simple numbers, if we can find easily find the average of some numbers, we can easily get the marks from, we can easily score from data interpretation section. So first of all, we have to be ready for getting all of we have to be ready for attending all of the questions. We have to be ready for just tasting all of the topics. You don't need to you should not skip any topics before going for examination. You should, yeah, it is very it is sure you have some point of questions you have to yeah, there is some areas you can't understand much, but you should not skip all of these questions. Then if we get 1 marks, if we get 2 marks or 4 marks from a subject, that will be very helpful. Then some people are getting some people are just missing JRF for 1 or 2% or 0.5 percentage. Then what are they missing? Yeah, some of the people are get, there some people are skipping this kind of questions, this kind of area. They can't focus more, or they can't score more. But I say basically you have to be the we have to focus on all of your subject from paper one, first to the 10th topic. I mean teaching aptitude to data interpretation, or environment, people and environment. Then that is the only way to get JRF and UGC net. Then some people are taking some people are asking that how long we have to be prepare for JRF and net. And I say there is no uh, there is no that kind of uh, duration. Some people will get JRF and net as their luck, and but after every examination, uh, at the date of examination, you should be prepared for next examination. If you are writing if you are writing the UGC net exam on October 8th, I think the in English literature people have the UGC net exam on 8th. But if we attended, if we yeah, we came out of the examination after 4 o'clock or five o'clock. You should do. You should prepare for next exam. There is no doubt. If you get JRF, or if you will get net, or if you will get JRF, you should be prepared. You must be prepared for next level of examination. So priority matters. Then if you are trying to get JRF or net, our preference for our primary preference should be UGC, NET and JRF. I think Rafid will join now. Rafid, hello, Rafid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. Then I will take a short break on from this talk, and I think Rafid will join with us. And Rafid is doing PhD second year in English and Foreign Languages University, and he cleared JRF, and he have some tips to share.
So thank you, Shabab, for this opportunity, and I will give a brief idea of how I prepared, just from my experience, and yeah. So shall we move on? So when I prepared for JRF, we had a group. So the better you have a group of people who are kind of combined, doing this combined study. Okay, so that will be a really good idea. In my time, we had a group of like 4 or 5 people. Better you have the smaller group, it will be more efficient. And the first thing you have to note is that the first paper is everything. So you might spend a lot of time on second paper, especially if you are from English stream. You can never finish the syllabus. And I think for some other subjects like commerce or like some science topics, you might have possibility of finishing the syllabus, but at the same time, the syllabus finishing the syllabus is for the second paper is a heavy task compared to the first paper. So just focus on the first paper. At least dedicate a, a 60% to 70% time of your total preparation for the first paper. So that's what we did. So when I wrote the net exam for the first time, it was in my PG first second semester. That time I got net. Okay. So in PG second year also I got net. So I was kind of you know tired of writing net 2 times. As you might be getting the same sort of a feeling. But when I wrote for the fourth time, actually in my third time I prepared really well. I took like 3 months preparation time, and sort of it was a detailed preparation, especially with a special dedicated focus for first paper. Okay, and then I went on for the next one. Like it was my PG fourth semester, and what happened that time was I didn't get much time to prepare, so I was not much confident. Though I got JRF, and it was a fairly good enough score. So the thing is, if you prepare for net, you'll have the preparation with you. So if you can spend some time now, like 2 3 months on net exam for your subject paper and first paper, it will be really good. So the preparation will stay with you. So that's one point. And your PG time, so make use of your vacations, even if you have like 2 3 months or 4 5 months ahead of that exam. I'm not talking about this time, for next time. So take your time and prepare with your study materials, and proceed with that plan. So even if you prepare like a lot many like a few months ahead, it will be okay. So that's one point. And the other idea, like about first paper preparation, I check this. If you can take it down, go for the Exam Race YouTube channel. There are many resources in YouTube and otherwise. So Exam Race YouTube channel was a really good help for me, because they give the solution for 2012 2013. I think from 2012 they give the solution till the latest exam. So they just take a question paper, first paper, question paper, and solve all questions from first to the last. So that will help you to see how the answering process works. So what you have to do is, like, in the morning, take a question paper. For example, you take the 2019 question paper. Try to solve it yourself. Okay, then you'll get a score. Okay, just check the answer key if you want. Try to solve the question paper, like get into the mood of writing the exam, solve like as if you're in the exam hall, and you'll get a score. Okay, and after that you check the YouTube video of how they solve the exam paper. Then you'll get an idea of how your method of solving the paper is different from theirs. Then you try solving the question paper again. Then you will have certain concepts missing. Right, for example, you might you can't know you're weak on certain areas. For example, I was weak on statistics, so I could only learn that I am weak on Sati by doing Sati. So I tried to solve Sati papers, Sati questions, and then when I learned how the exam-based people are doing it, then I tried to solve it myself. So that's how you learn. Like for example, syllogism might be very confusing for you people. Like it's confusing for many people. In that case, you try to do an entire question paper and you figured out that you are weak in syllogism. Then after that you go for dedicated lectures which explain syllogism. Okay, by doing that you'll get a conceptual clarity and try doing this again. So that's this process of answering first paper. And like you can better, like for me it is like starting in the morning. You should start your preparations with question paper and end your day with question paper. In between you can try referring uh, these concepts and ideas. So that's how, that was my method personally. You might have a different approach, but just make sure that this whatever you do is productive. And another thing about buying guides, you can buy a guidebook for the first paper. Diksha has a really good material which is freely available for you. So you can either go for the Diksha one or you can go for the NS Madan one or Truman one as you like. But the basic purpose of a guide is just to give you an overview of the syllabus, like an idea of how the syllabus works. So just take a guide as a reference point to start your preparation. Don't try to read the guide from beginning to end and by heart it, because most of the things while writing a guide, like they usually copy from some other sources and they just reproduce it in the guide. So you don't need to basically by heart everything that's given in the guide. But a guide is basically an outline. You'll get a syllabus, you'll get the key concepts given in the guide, and you can prepare accordingly. I think these are the key ideas I have to share. It's already 1 hour now, so if you have any questions, me and Shabab can answer, like, or yeah, your suggestions, questions, queries, whatever, please.
We will share Diksha ebook, the solved question papers, and there is a Telegram channel by Diksha Online. We can freely access the PowerPoint presentations like as PDF file from the Telegram channel, and we can use that also. Then we will share the link of Telegram channel, and we will share the PDF file of that solved question papers in our group. And if you have some questions or doubts, you can ask now.
Is PDF of question paper available? Previous question paper?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's a previous year's solved question papers is available.
Okay,
We
okay. It
can
will be
share
good.
in our group.
Okay. Also for the second paper, this also I'm looking this not the solved one, but the previous year. I was searching in the net, I couldn't get it.
Yeah, there is a site www.ugcnet online. there are some question papers from paper two also. Then I think that is till 2014, and I already mentioned a private website, www dot on I think I forgot that the website address. I think that is net UGC netugc.com. There is some there are some question papers, solved question papers from paper two also. Then you can refer that website.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I mentioned that first site is official website of UGC, www.ugcnetonline.com. Yeah, I will share the link in our group. How much marks will needed in UGC net? That is very dependable. I think every year for every years and every terms like for UGC net in upcoming UGC net October, that will be that will be different cutoff. And if the exam will be easy or paper two or paper one, basically if the exam will be easy, the cutoff will be high. And if the exam will be difficult, and that cutoff normally the cutoff will be very less than that range. एंड आई थिंक फिर भी हमको ये कह सकता है कि 50 to if you have to clear net as a general student, general category students, the normal range of getting UGC net is 55 to 60, 54 to 60, that kind of range you have to get that kind of marks or as combined paper 1 and paper 2. And if you are focusing on JRF, your mark should be above 60, or your percentage is should be above 60 percentage. I just tell these cutoff as just an example, that is not accurate. all all the terms, all the year, the cutoff will be varying as the difficulty of the examination.
Just one general thing. Usually we say the safety point, like out of 50 questions in first paper, if you get around 30 to 35, or around 30 to 35, you have a good probability of getting net. If you have above 35, I mean out of 50, if you have above 35, you can get JRF with a good enough score, with an average score in the subject paper. So try, like when you do these question papers, try to reach like at least 30 out of 50. Like by practice, you can get that. Uh, if you can answer 30 questions out of 50, you have a fair possibility of getting that. So like make that a focus and practice accordingly.
Hi, sir. Can I ask one question? My question is the same. Okay, I have a doubt that whether you said now about the chances of marking scheme. So in the prospectus, it's given that general has to score 40% of mark, and for the SC, ST, and OBC, it's 35. Is that true, or is that about like 50 or 60% marks you have to? It's required for us to score in net. Can you say about that? Is that clear what I said?
You mean out of for SC/ST candidates, 40%.
At the present prospectus, I saw that Is
Okay,
that my
okay,
reading is wrong? I don't know.
okay. Usually, the best thing you can do about cutoffs is UGC publishes the cutoff immediately, after releasing the answer key. Like with the result, they'll publish the cutoff each year. So just go to the website and see how much is the cutoff for your specific subject. Okay, so that will be the best thing you can do. Like if you are doing English, you can go to the website and you just usually give English, and like just towards you can see the cutoff for English and the cutoff for OBC English, SC English, AWS English. So by that you can get a fair idea. Usually there is no big variance. Like there'll be a variation of 5% maximum from year to year, but usually it's kind of stable for English. I'm not very sure about other subjects, but what I said about first paper is like can get around 30 questions out of 50, which means you'll get a 60% marks. Sorry, 30 questions out of 50, which means you'll get 60% marks in the first paper. Okay, if you score 60% marks in the first paper or 70% marks in the first paper, despite how bad you are in the second paper, you have fair possibility of getting net. Like I mean, how bad I mean, like an average score. Like you can go to 40 to 50 in your first paper depending on the cutoff. So if you can practice really good in first paper and get a 60-70% mark in the first paper, you have a better possibility for getting net. Okay, is that clear?
Thank you, sir. And one more question, okay?
Okay.
Can you just talk about the many of them find, especially for me, I find difficulty in looking about teaching aptitude. When I was referring the question papers, like I'm just checking out through Grade Up app questions and all, like model question references and all. So when I was checking, teaching aptitude was actually kind of tough, difficult. So any tip for that to study that paper? Actually, everyone says that research methodology and also the teaching aptitude is really tough than other all schemes. Like ICT and all, I prefer better. But this teaching aptitude and research methodology is some kind of awkward or difficult one. Can you just suggest some tips for that?
Yeah, the thing I did for research aptitude is that they usually have a tendency of repeating the questions or giving the same type of questions for research for teaching aptitude. So the more questions you solve in the teaching aptitude area, the better you have a chance. That's one way of doing it. It's the same with research methodology as well. And other thing, it's really boring when you read a guide for research methodology and teaching aptitude because those two are kind of very dry when you read it. So the best thing is you type in Google and try attend the YouTube lectures on these topics. But the problem with YouTube lectures is that they might be addressing a more general audience. They might be taking class for they might have prepared the lecture for UPSC as well as NET exam, or like some TET exam as well, set or TET exams as well. So you, one thing I did is patiently listening to the thing, to the lecture, and kind of make notes out of the lecture, even though those are not really required. Like those are not, those won't come under really the focus of the exam. That will help you for cracking the NET exam because if you go up to the level of SSC or UPSC, you can definitely answer the NET exam questions. So that's one method. If you have enough time, like dedicate sometimes for like a, kind of half an hour or something for this preparation using YouTube.
Yes, I used to refer YouTube itself. I used to refer the YouTube classes of Grade Up app too. But attending the mock test, like we have mock test, so that only I
Okay,
asked.
okay. Okay, so you find the questions difficult.
Giving such an explanation. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. One thing, exam race has good, like I depended exam race explanation for research aptitude and teaching. So the thing is, Arpita Karwa's ones I found difficult. So it can be, it might be, different for you depending on your taste. But I usually prefer point kind of explanations. And I think you can, if you have already haven't, please listen to the exam race syllabus points. It's kind of advanced, as I said, but they won't take a lot of time. They'll just explain the things. And it's kind of understandable as well.
Any other questions? If the questions are over, we can wind up here, and we can lead our discussion in our group also, WhatsApp group also. Then, if you have still there is some questions, you can ask now. And if there is some if there are some questions are pending, you can ask in group also. So, what we have to do?
So if there's no more questions, we can put up in the discussion box in the WhatsApp. It's better that there is no more questions means we can just put up the discussion, or you can just send the Telegram link or WhatsApp link, whatever is that, or the question papers and all in the WhatsApp.
Sure, sure. We will share, and I think now we can wind up the session.
So before that,
So,
we render the vote of thanks, okay, sir.
yeah, sure, sure.
So I'm assigned here the duty to render the vote of thanks. At the beginning of firstly, I would like to thank our both resource persons, Rafid sir and Shabab Karunan sir, for giving such a loyal and independent and motivated class for our students who are preparing for the UGC NET. And it was a great general orientation session for general paper 1. And I hope you all got the idea about how to be active in general paper 1 or general paper net course 1. Then I thank our dear coordinator who is absent here, Shahana Espalot, who is the R Circle director, as well as Nurubama, who said the welcome speech. And I thank all the participants who have been here and stand for a long time and just heard the valuable talk of Journal Paper 1 by Rafid sir and Shabab sir. And thank you all, and bye.